Hello and welcome back everybody to some more Mechabellum. This is a replay, as you can see at first glance. I played some games that I didn't record, but I also played an absolute banger that needs to be, put on display if at all possible. So here we go. I am playing against the Battle Rooster. We are going to switch around so that I am blue and the opponent is red, as would be the case usually. We're starting with some ball crawl aggro and we're playing elite once more. Opponent is starting with Spider, Marksman, and apparently he's chosen Fangs for his third unit. We are positioning in quite a bit of a headbutt situation here. And this is always, well, let's just say I'm much more comfortable, I think, when I'm defending against, when I'm attacking as aggro into standard or vice versa. Standard v standard and aggro v aggro is not really my strong suit, I think. So the opponent has chosen Fangs, which means the Arclights, while good, aren't exactly the greatest out of everything. And, well, we are looking at a pretty substantial win in the first round, to be honest. The opponent kind of just got overwhelmed, and the Marksman didn't have the time to really carry everything. So what happens is the opponent just gets overwhelmed, and round one, we win. Round two. We get smart Arclights, laser sights, or improved firepower control system. And this is a situation where I thought, smart Arclights and I'm elite. Come on, let's try it. Just for the lols, at least. So we do drop an Arclight and probably another Arclight? I'm not sure. Opponent picked up the extra damage and put it on the Tarantula. Definitely makes this Tarantula a whole lot more scary. 800 and change damage, almost 900 against a bit over 500. And yeah, we saw a Phoenix for a few moments. I don't see it anymore, so it probably was undone. We don't have any anti-air, so, air is cheats at this point. Let's speed this up a little bit. Opponent is thinking, finally decides to go for the sledges. And we see more Fangs coming out. No Air Force just yet, so no cheating just yet. Of course, these sledgehammers are very annoying to both Steel Balls and Arclights, at least unless the Arclights massively outlevel and outtech them. We don't have charge shots, so we can't have a free... Well, not a free. We can't have a quick get out of jail damage card against this, and it would also make these Fangs a whole lot more scary. And as you can see, we now have a lot of Arclights. They are outputting a lot of damage, but the opponent, of course, has a lot of Marksmen. And I don't think we will be able to deal with all of this. Never mind, we draw. Well, and the moment that I'm starting to try and play Arclight carry, not that it would have been all that awesome, fort drops. And, well, the opponent purchases a second fort right here. I do level the Arclight, but it's kind of already clear what's happening. And, yeah, we're going for a bit of a tower snipe here, I think. Because tower snipes are just... mwah, absolutely perfect. Tower snipes are absolutely perfect, in my opinion. I did use all of my deploys. We have another Arclight here. Opponent did place the fortresses down. And, well, this Arclight very much so was unhappy, but at least our fort is absolutely dominating under the tower debuff, and the rest of the army is as well. Because, well, what do I care? The opponent doesn't protect his towers. This is what happens. There's a lot of tempo we're gaining right now because, well, basically the opponent is still clearing a handful of steel balls and crawlers. Meanwhile, we are blasting the last remnants of the army, and for round 3, this is a sizable win, right here. The funny thing is, look at what they are targeting. 3 Stormcrawlers are shooting the tower, despite technically being closer to the fortress, and one of these Stormcrawlers is shooting the fortress. I mean, this definitely is just... You can see how hard-coded some things in the games are. We have a lightning storm here. That may actually be an arrow on my side, but, well, I think I can spoil it this much. The game is not going to end before this lightning storm comes back. And I won't say much more than that. I'm thinking about what to do. Going for the fortress counter didn't really seem the thing that I wanted to do. Instead, I decided it's time to ball here. The carry arc plan kinda just fell flat on its face, and now the opponent is starting to fly. To which we have no answer, unfortunately. We also don't have chaff at the front, which means that all of our important stuff is getting targeted right away. Let's speed this up. I do actually rapid resupply just to use my deployments and get some desperately needed chaff on the front line. Well, let's see how this round turns out. Spoiler alert, I don't think the Fangs are gonna live. So here goes the fortress on one side. The marksmen are already erased, but the phoenixes did all just not exist where the storm exists, so yeah. I think I can start fast-forwarding from here, because no big surprise what is happening here. Unfortunately, the phoenixes are going to eat everything. And there is no way that I can do anything about it without investing into anti-air. Well, that was a lightning storm that absolutely didn't matter. I guess the lesson here is don't lightning storm if you can't kill potential air units at all. You're just gonna lose the round for free and get no advantage out of it at all. Maybe I shouldn't have taken it as elite, period. But anyway, we do get Mustangs for anti-air or Wasps, depends on what we want. I picked up the Mustangs. And I think the time to acknowledge that the era of the carry arc light is already over before it really had a chance to begin. Yeah, it's here. The time is here. We do drop some additional chaff. My hope is that these phoenixes can die to the Fangs. After all, it's level 2 Fangs. Opponent is investing into more sledgehammers at the front. And also has Mustangs with range, and that immediately obliterates all the Fangs back there, and they are going to get leveled on forever unless the Arclight gets to kill him first. Yeah, I should probably really sell the Arclight on the flanks, if they seem to really not accomplish anything. But I'm already strapped for deployments. That's just elite life. Opponent apparently likes to drop some missiles as well. I dropped one here because I was very vulnerable on the flank. There is crawlers here, but they're going to take at least a small amount of time to punch through that. Look at this beautiful defense. I guess Mustang Phoenix is a pretty decent counter for just about anything in the flank. However, we do have anti-air, we do have a bunch of stuff. We are killing a bunch of Phoenixes. Marksmen going down. One hero trying to defend our tower. Well, let's see how this one ends. We are losing more and more units by the moment. And with Mustangs, we kind of need critical mass in some sense. But we have managed to do it. And that means, although not a big win, we do get the round. Fortified Mustang in this situation may be actually worth a thought. Maybe. But instead we both just go for giga levels, because I already have a level 4 boy here. I'm leveling my Arclights for... I'm sorry, what reason? In retrospect, this was not the smartest move. So what else is really new? We both are going into Mustangs, and they both have range. Opponent puts a crawler there, buys leveled fire badgers, and gets instant scorching fire. I think, yeah, fire badgers are probably better in a headbutt compared to, well, for example, what's it called again? Compared to Vulcans. The other flamethrower unit. Yeah, I really should. I think this is a point where I should sell out of Arclights. I'm strapped for deployments anyway, but I definitely should here. Opponent's already in rapid resupplying here. Hoping to end it quickly, I guess. But you can just see the leveled Mustangs. Mine are more effective than my opponents. You can just see them put the damage on these units. They didn't accomplish all that much, and now I have Mustangs that can feed off my opponent's Mustangs here. If they can manage to kill them, because the opponent's Mustangs have quite a level advantage, so the leveling is kind of working both ways. These can already go up a level. We both had temp range because we are both at the skill level where you start realizing that you need it. So yeah,